Welcome to Spicy Blasters. Our take on hot ones. We have Senior Tressa Domingos here with us. We're gonna ask her some questions so we can get to know her. We have 10 hot sauces. We're gonna go from least hot to most hot. Tressa, how do you do with spicy food?
I think that pepperoni is spicy. So.
We're in for a treat. All right, here we go. We're gonna start with sauce number 1, which is the classic. All right, Tressa, you raise pigs doing fair, and you've done that for a long time. Growing up, what is the best part of the fair and just that whole process of doing pigs?
Sorry, I'm still chewing. But the definite best part of fair is like just the actual fair, not even showing, like I could honestly care less about showing, like it's cool and all, but just being able to be at the fairgrounds with your friends and just like having a day, like go on rides and whatever, that's the best part of it. It's like, okay, yeah, I get to show a pig, that's fun. But it's just like the times with friends that I'll always remember. That one's yummy.
Yum.
Yummy.
All right, Tressa, I've coached you for club. I've coached you for school volleyball, always in a different position. We've got libero, middle blocker, outside blocker, even debuting as a setter in some sets. What is the process of going into a season not knowing what position you're gonna play? And how do you kind of challenge that in your head to get into the headspace of what is gonna be best for my team?
So I really like to compete. I'm a very competitive person. So whatever position I'm put in, not to like compete against other people, but just kind of like hearing like, oh, I know that I'm not good at setting, but like competing with myself to be like, oh, well, I can be better. So just constantly having that mentality of like, I can be better at this, I can get better at this, this is where I am, and I just have to deal with it and make the best out of the situation. And that's just how I get through it.
That's how you get through it. What is your favorite position to play out of those, besides setter?
Setter is in dead last place for sure. Probably my favorite is outside. It's what I started playing, but then I've been everywhere else, but outside, yeah.
All right.
This is the third one?
This is the third one. One thing I love about Tressa is her love of snacks. And I'm talking about, when we go to a tournament, her snack bag is huge. Hopefully we can get a picture of it. And there was one time where I was like, what do you got, string cheese in there too? Because I really could use some string cheese. And of course she pulled out string cheese. Can you just tell me about your favorite snacks and what that tournament snack bag is?
Oh, well, the tournament snack bag has to have variety. So it needs to have like your sweet, your salty, your savory. But my favorite snacks, I love a good trail mix, a good Gardettos. I love Arnold Palmer. There's always Arnold Palmer in my snack bag. And then always just like something sweet, like any Trader Joe's dark chocolate, I love. Almond butter cups, those are good. So anything from Trader Joe's,
Okay.
I enjoy.
Sweet or salty?
Salty, savory, yeah, for sure.
Fruity or spicy?
Fruity.
All right, that's perfect. Why don't we go into the next wing here, which is Carolina Reaper Hellfire.
What? No.
All right.
No.
So just like in Hot Ones, they have a reoccurring segment on the show called Explain That Graham, where we pull embarrassing pictures that need a little bit more context. So I'm gonna get laptop here and kind of go through some pictures here, and you can kind of just explain what's happening.
Oh, this is a restaurant bathroom. I wish I was making that up, but the soap that came out of the soap pump was really bubbly, so I just said on my face, and there it was.
All right. What about this one?
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Can they see this?
Yeah, we'll put it up.
Oh my god. That's just me in a man filter. Oh my god.
Careful on the eyes, careful on the eyes.
No. Okay, so every time I'm with my friends, they just come up and pretend like they're taking a picture of me, but then they use a man filter instead.
I told Marley I'd give her a shout out for supplying the pictures. Thank you. All right, you actually brought up this one, but I'm gonna show you 2 videos. This is you trying to dive like Justice.
I'm so good at diving.
And we have Justice diving like you.
Justice, if you're watching this, I love you, girl. That's not how I look. Okay, Winston has said this before. I'm good at diving. I'm just not good at landing.
That's 100% accurate. All right, and the last one, Tressa has this thing where I post her videos and they get more views than ever. So here's a TikTok she made with 28,000 views. Tressa, why don't we just get your reaction on your end?
I literally haven't watched it.
So like, I play soccer, and if you're like wondering if I'm good or not.
Oh, just wait. It gets better. On the face, on the floor. Like I said, I'm good at diving, just not landing at all.
And that's why we love her, because she'll still always go for the ball.
How'd you get them?
All right, Tressa is one of the most hardworking people that I know. And I remember her sophomore year, she was given the decision, you can be on JV or you can sit the bench and never play on varsity because she just wasn't at that level. She actually worked her way onto a starting position, not only the next year, but that same year that she was gonna be on JV. What is that hard work mindset? And can you just go through like that journey of becoming a starter?
Yeah, so it was definitely hard hearing that I would not be playing at all on varsity because like I had played club the previous season and I worked really, really hard at club. And I feel like I had seen a big improvement, but I didn't see it correlate into the school year. So it was very difficult being like, oh shoot. So I felt like I just worked hard for nothing. But then I just decided to stay on varsity and just kind of stick it out. And it ended up working out really well for me. Like when people tell me I can't do something, it just makes me want to do it 10 times more and prove everyone wrong. And that ended up working out pretty good for me. So I'm glad that I decided to stay up and not drop down.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to see is your energy on the court and kind of how you, everyone around you can kind of feel that energy. Does that process that you had to work so hard for that spot and getting onto that court, how much more does it mean than just being given that spot?
So much more. Like it's weird literally starting like, it's hard when a coach looks at you and says, you're not good enough to play, but just being like, I mean, this is kind of weird, but I would kind of like look at girls one by one and be like, okay, like what can I do to be a better player than this person? And just kind of like slowly worked my way up. And then also like more than half of it was just attitude. Like coming to practice with a good attitude, coming to games with a good attitude. And even when I wasn't playing, which sometimes I didn't, I'd be sitting in the box at the end and I'd just be screaming my brain off coming to school with no voice. So that definitely helped. Getting hot.
I love that. Let's move on to the next one.
For sure.
We talked about your hard work. You talked about playing club volleyball the year before, working so hard. What has club volleyball done for you, and what are kind of your favorite memories looking back at club volleyball?
Like, club volleyball definitely grew my passion for the sport, and during club volleyball, I learned how to yell, and I learned how to scream and just have the most energy, and I realized that's what makes volleyball fun, is just having that energy. And there's this one tournament where on the last day we played 5 games in a row, and you would stop until you lost, but we just never lost. So it was a really good time just competing in high energy, and like just the vibes were good, and like that was just the best. And I love bringing that over to school season too.
I think that might have been 7 games in a row that day.
7.
If you could summarize just what you learned in club volleyball besides the energy, what would you say?
Well, definitely my coach Neil, who I've had probably since I was like, I think he was my first coach when I was 13. Just the fundamentals of volleyball that, I love that coach, I love that man. But he just really like pumped into me like the fundamentals of volleyball that made me an all-around player. It made me like being able to play anywhere. And like without that, I don't think I would have made varsity my sophomore year or anything like that. Just like pumping the fundamentals from when I was younger really helped.
Tressa's good at the fundamentals, and she's also good at fun. Woo! All right.
Oh my God, this is 7.
All right.
I'm not drinking milk.
We talked about Tressa loving fun, fundamentals and fun, club volleyball. I want to get into team dinners. We talked about the snacks, but what about team dinners? Can you walk us down maybe your couple favorite memories from team dinners?
I'm still chewing, so give me a second. Yeah, so it was our first team dinner in the senior lobby, and Miss Doherty, who is our new principal, showed up for the first time, like first time in our team setting. And I remember she was talking to us about like, oh, we had a game the next day, like we were just chatting, and she was like, yeah, like she lives in Atascadero, and she was like, yeah, I saw some Atascadero girls at the grocery store, and their Hispanics were way too short, and I just saw their butts. And I was like I looked up at her, and I think the whole table saw it too, and I was just like, okay, like that's the sport. But
no shade at Atascadero, no shade.
yeah, no shade. Also no shade, Miss Doherty, I love you, girl. But my mouth is on fire right now. I literally can't keep talking. But yeah, it was definitely just really memorable because when she said that, the whole team just looked at me. I remember you looked at me and I was just like, but you know, we're good. We're fine.
What about any club team dinners? Do any of those stick out to you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, we were all at IHOP, Denny's, IHOP. And we decided to play what are the odds? And my good friend Maya on our team said we had to do what are the odds for her, and she had to get up on the table at dinner and ask everyone to sing happy birthday for her because it was her birthday. So she stood up and she said, everyone, it's my birthday. You should sing happy birthday to me. And everyone's like, okay, yeah. So we sing happy birthday, whatever. We walk out and a little girl comes up to Amaya and made her a birthday card. And it wasn't her birthday at all. And this little girl went out of her way to make her a birthday card. And we felt so bad, but oh, I'll never forget. That was so funny. I'll never forget it.
I love that. I love being at tournaments and just seeing the team interact with each other and just doing the things that comes with being in a team that isn't necessarily volleyball. What has volleyball been for you outside of just a sport, but friendships and everything that comes along with that?
I love volleyball because it made me connect to people who I don't think I would have otherwise connected with. I mean, Jordan, hey, I know you're watching this, but Jordan is a freshman and literally we're like besties. I'm her mom. I drive her everywhere. We hang out. And I never would have even thought to hang out with her or talk to her if not for volleyball. So it's just really cool to meet people outside of your grade and just meet other people who you wouldn't otherwise even think of conversating with.
Yeah, I know that Jordan specifically has talked about looking up to you for so long. What do you want to be remembered for? Not just by Jordan, but these other girls that you're kind of leaving the legacy for.
I just want to be remembered as just a good teammate and a good person. And on my birthday, everyone was saying that they looked up to me, but it's just really hard to believe because I don't think that I'm that great. But I just want people to look back and remember me as someone they could rely on in volleyball, out of volleyball, and just in general.
Yeah. All right, why don't we bite into our next wing here? We have 3 more to go. The classic, da bomb. Everyone's favorite wing, favorite reaction. Here we go. All right, I want to ask you about your friend Lexi.
Okay, now I'm gonna cry.
You talked about her being an inspiration to you.
Yeah.
Can you just, you don't have to go into too much specifics, but just that process of going through that whole experience with Lexi and how that was inspiring to you?
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Lexi Brown was my best friend since kindergarten, and in 5th grade she was diagnosed with cancer. and she unfortunately passed away 2 years later, I think, around that time. But it really made me realize how lucky I am. I'm not gonna cry.
Blame it on the wings.
It's so spicy. It just made me realize how lucky I am to be healthy, and that this happens to kids out there everywhere. And we literally went to talking about snacks to me crying, but it just made me realize how lucky I am, and also like how lucky I was to be able to know someone like her, who not only was able to fight cancer and go through chemo and radiation, but raise hundreds and thousands of dollars for kids going through the exact same thing. So it was just really cool being a part of it. It was hard, definitely the hardest thing I've ever gone through, but I'm so grateful for it today. It definitely like made me into the person I am. So yeah, I love Da Bomb Wing. That was Da Bomb, but.
All right, couldn't have summarized anything as good as that. Are you ready for sauce number 9?
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
I took a big bite. Why did I do that?
Something that we always talk about is the run-in music. What kind of music you guys listen to in the locker room to get pumped up or whatever. I know that you like going to concerts. Can you tell me some of your favorite concert memories?
So I went, oh my gosh. First off, that is spicy. Okay, love this. Okay, I need a second. Can you just give me 30 seconds?
No, you're good, you're good.
Oh my gosh, this is so I'm still crying about Lexi, but also crying because this hurts so bad. Okay, I'm good. I'm not good, but we'll answer the question anyways.
Careful on the ice.
Yeah, I'm wearing mascara. Thanks. Oh, concert. Yeah, so not recently, it was last year, but me and my friends bought Post Malone tickets like a year and a half in advance, and we just spent a year and a half like leading up to the experience. So it was the most like overhyped, like we were so excited to go. And then we go, have the best time of our life at the concert, and we look back at the videos of him singing, and it's so trash. Like Post Malone's voice
No
is...
shade, Post. We love Post
No,
around
Post
here.
Malone, I bought all of your Crocs and I love you, bro. But your voice was cracking. Like, it was pretty bad. But it was still like, oh my god, I'm literally a mess right now. It was really fun, just having something to look forward to for so long and being able to go. But then when you look back, it's a little questionable, a little debatable, but still fun time with my friends Kenzie and Marlon.
Earlier you brought up Ray Strumman. How's that one?
Oh, Ray Strummer opened up for him and Black Beatles came on and the whole stadium just froze. It was the most legit thing I've ever seen in my life. I need to put my hair up.
All right, we'll put our hair up in preparation for our last wing of the night. We got the last dab Apollo. This one is a little hot, but that's okay. Tressa's already committed to doing this. We have the last dab. It's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing. That's why we call it the last dab. You don't have to, Tressa, if you don't want to. But just like Tressa said, she doesn't like it when people say she can't do it. I don't think she can do it. But here she is, proving us wrong.
How much?
Sauce number 10.
I'm shaking right now. Okay.
Just a little extra on there.
How much? It's not coming out.
Let's give it a little shake. Oh, careful, careful. Yep, get that little down there. Perfect.
Oh my god.
All right, we got the little extra on the wing ready for the last dab here.
Yeah.
Woo, here we go. Okay, Tressa, I've talked about so many times how one of my favorite players I've ever coached.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to give you this time to let everyone know what you're looking forward to at the end of senior year, what you're looking to after that, and just your plans coming up.
Yeah. Sure. Let me just drink my milk. You can't laugh like that. I'm gonna puke. Okay. Stop. Okay.
Shout out Gordon Ramsay. I think we're gonna need some brownies up in here. So.
Oh my god, that's the spiciest thing I've ever eaten. I'm gonna barf. Don't even. So I'm definitely just looking forward to this wing not being so spicy. And oh my gosh. I'm looking forward to leaving and spreading my little wing. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay. Wait. Nope. Okay. Oh my god. This is not even okay. Okay. So I'm definitely looking forward to college and just branching out and meeting a bunch of new people. Yeah. You can't do that. You can't laugh because then you can't laugh at me when my face is in a gallon of milk. Okay. Shut up. Okay, I've tried answering this question 6 times. Let's go for it. 7th. I'm looking forward to leaving the area, meeting some new friends. Just like in our small town, you can't go to an Albertsons without recognizing someone. I just kind of want to go somewhere and start over, meet some new people, have some new experiences, and looking forward to that with college.
You're gonna have to make some milk.
Don't put this in. This is COVID central. I didn't know you needed more. I would have drank out of the gallon.
I hate sharing drinks too. Tressa, you can catch Tressa.
Last one was just so vastly bad.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh, actually, no, starting from the
Tressa, your eyes are a little red.
No shit.
Justin, wait, just blink a lot. Blink.
No, I'm just gonna cry.
Wait, are you gonna live in the freezer?
Oh my.
This is the worst thing I've ever done.
Wait, Tressa, look at me. How's your eyes?
Why did I touch it?
You're touching your eyes right now.
It's a napkin.
Go underneath the faucet.
Dustin,